Watch live, stream on your favorite device, or stay connected through our social media platforms with updates as they happen. Trusted, engaging, always connected. Experience the news that's informing communities and driving conversations every single day. There's no better place to connect with thousands of active consumers. Tune in to the I.A.N. News Nightly at 7 p.m. and discover why more people are watching, sharing, and staying informed with us. Watch us now on Flow Hub TV, Channel 122, Flow AVS, Channel 123, Amplia, Channel 126, Green Dot, Channel 18, Upticks, Channel 109, and RVR Networks, Channel 13, and other stations soon. Contact our sales team today and let your business be seen where Trinidad and Tobago is watching.
Have a 30 or 60-minute television show? Don't let your message go unheard. Whether it's religion, sports, health, food, or human interest, there's never been a better time to get your program on television. Join Trinidad and Tobago's newest TV network, the I.A.N. Network, where real content, real matters, and real people connect with audiences every day. Prime airtime is filling fast. Secure your weekly broadcast today and put your brand, ministry, business, or message in front of viewers across the nation. Call now to book your airtime. Share your story. Build your audience. Inspire a nation. The I.A.N. Network. Your platform starts here.
Do you have breaking news, community news, and upcoming events? Contact our newsroom at 226-1-IAN or 259-4-IAN. Or email us at iannetworknews@gmail.com.
You can now follow us for breaking news on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
Do you have a business that you want people to know about? Imagine placing your brand in front of an audience that's already engaged and locked in. With over 154 million views monthly across YouTube and Facebook, and over 5 million views daily on both platforms, based on official analytics. Now we're bringing that same audience to I.A.N. News. If they've seen your products on the Ian Show, imagine the impact when they see them on the news. Reserve your spot in the news and book your monthly packages now.
Every weekday at 7 p.m., the news goes live on the I.A.N. network. Watch us on our available providers with more coming soon. Also available on YouTube and Facebook. The news you have been waiting for is now here.
Good evening, this is your I.A.N. News Update. I am Amber Francis. In the headlines,
Public Utilities Minister requesting a status report on negotiations. Regional corporations to act on illegal structures. I.A.N. to defend Balize House in court. And track heatwave is victorious in the 2026 Great Race.
Minister of Public Utilities Barry Padarath has responded to PSA President Felicia Thomas, who noted that on Friday, workers will return on Monday to seek resolutions to their negotiations. Speaking exclusively with I.A.N. News, Minister Padarath spoke on the next steps he will take in regards to the matter.
The management of WASA, a report into the status of the negotiations and the concerns that have been raised by the PSA president. As you would recall, we have been in dialogue with respect to wage negotiations. It is not simply about the issue of the 10%, it is also costings and so on. And I know the PSA president has been raising this, as she has every right to do, being the union representative of WASA workers. So I await that report coming from the board and management of WASA, and we see further as the days ahead proceed, we will speak further on these matters. But that is where we are as of now in terms of finding out exactly what are the concerns that have been raised and what is the status of the negotiations at this point in time.
Chairman of the People National Movement, Marvin Gonzalez, said the party will defend the circumstances surrounding the construction of Balize House in court. He made the statement during a media conference following the party's General Council meeting this evening. Mr. Gonzalez was responding to comments made by Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Anil Roberts, during a radio interview on Friday.
Standing the fact that these matters are on the seal and the parties have been prevented from ventilating these issues openly, had an extensive interview on a state-sponsored program on TTT and a radio station, launching his political attack and file on the PNM and going into details of that court order.
PNM will not be drawn into discussing its legal strategy on the matter in the public.
That the PNM is ready, the PNM is willing, and the PNM will robustly defend this matter before the courts. The PNM will not be baited into making any ridiculous statements on the outside or try to ventilate some of these matters in the court of public opinion. But safe to say, to give its membership the assurance that this 70-year-old party of Dr. Eric Williams is in a position to account for every single cent, every single activity that it conducts in, and particularly with respect to the construction of the new Balize House.
Member of Parliament for Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, Stuart Young said it is very unfortunate that the promises the government made to citizens of the country are not being kept. Speaking exclusively with I.A.N. News, he addressed the recent protest of the PSA and WASA workers on wage negotiation.
The PNM's position since the general elections of 2025 was that the government could not provide, without putting the country in serious difficulty, 10% to workers. Unfortunately, WASA workers and a number of others believe the lies of Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the UNC. And here we are now 16 months later, 16 months after Kamla Persad-Bissessar and her government are in charge, and they still have not delivered the 10%. And of course, the PSA president was right there with Kamla Persad-Bissessar and her cabinet, tearing up documents in a post-cabinet press conference. So the question the membership has to ask is, where is their 10%? And then what is it going to do? Are they going to lay off thousands of workers again? What is it that they're doing? It is very, very sad to see that these promises that they made are all being broken.
Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, says greater enforcement of the existing laws is needed as the government works to strengthen the role of regional corporations in addressing these issues. She spoke exclusively to I.A.N. News during a community outreach program in her constituency this morning.
Government is moving to address issues of contracting and illegal structures that are obstructing the daily lives of citizens. Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, says the lack of enforcement of existing laws in Trinidad and Tobago is contributing to the problem.
But what I have found is that there are public officers who are complicit with contractors who are taking bribes, and they are not enforcing the law, and the small man suffers. When a developer is putting up a big development and they choose to divert the water course, and hundreds of people are being affected by flooding, there are laws and there are officers who are responsible for dealing with it. But over the time, it is about greasing the wheel, and people have become notorious. Everybody knows who they are, but nobody comes forward with evidence.
Minister Amin explains that the various regional corporations have the authority to take action against illegal structures within their jurisdictions.
There are structures that are multi-story structures, or even a fence that is blocking a drain, that the corporations have the authority to go in.
Minister Amin reveals that the litter warden unit will be restructured to strengthen public health enforcement at the ministry level, with its operations then extended to the various regional corporations.
So we'll have public health functions such as scavenging, garbage collection, clearing of drainage, as well as litter prevention under that unit. So they're in the process of working that out.
Minister Amin laments that these issues are not new. Just this week, chairman of the Kuva Tabakit Talparo Regional Corporation, Ryan Rampasad, raised concerns over illegal dumping in the region.
Member of Parliament for St. Augustine, Khadija Amin, says hundreds of constituents have benefited from access to a range of government services through a series of ongoing community reach programs in her constituency. This morning, residents of the Orapun Gardens, Factory Road and Piaco assessed services through one such outreach program held at the Airport Suites Hotel. Ms. Amin says the initiative allows citizens to receive information, guidance and assistance directly from various government agencies.
We have a lot of constituents who come with land matters as well, and so we have the Ministry of Agriculture bringing NETCO, ADB and those other agencies, and we have those Ministry of Land. We have had Commissioner of Land present at previous outreach. So based on the needs of the area, we usually have agencies to suit it.
MP Amin explains that the community has several specific areas of concerns, but assures that representatives from the various agencies are equipped with the knowledge and expertise to provide the necessary assistance. Siparia Mayor Dudhanath Meru is questioning who is the real leader of the People's National Movement. Meru also criticized PNM Member of Parliament Stuart Young and other PNM members of attacking the current UNC administration. Meru expressed strong support for the government led by Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bisesa. More in this story.
Siparia Mayor Dudhanath Meru believes that the People's National Movement will not return to power and is advising PNM figures like Stuart Young, Randall Mitchell and Wendell Eversley to accept that they have several years before the next general election.
But today I want to deal with three individuals, Stuart Young, Wendell Eversley and Randall Mitchell. I see Stuart Young running out of his wits. Every time something is achieved by this government, it was the foundation that was laid by the PNM. I want to tell Stuart Young, in the 10 years they were in government, the only foundation they laid was Balize House Foundation. That is the only thing they achieved in 10 years. They did nothing to this country. I hear him talking about a failing economy. So Stuart Young, the economy failed from last year to this year? What did you all do in the 10 years after you spent over $500 billion? What do you have to show for it? Now I wonder, who is the real leader of the PNM? I see every MP, every opposition MP now talking out and running and doing a news conference and so on. Apparently like everybody is a leader in the PNM. Penny, who is the real leader of the PNM?
And he had this to say about Wendell Eversley.
There's another gentleman by the name of Wendell Eversley, who was a foundation member of the COP. Suddenly, he has become a PNM. I recall in 2025, for the general election campaign, he was all over the East-West corridor, running down up and down like a headless chicken, telling people, don't vote for the UNC. Wendell, nobody didn't take you on then, and nobody takes you on now. You're asking foolish questions every day, and nobody is answerable to you. The government don't owe you any answers.
Meru added that the government inherited serious financial difficulties in 2025, but is working to restore the economy and improve the country.
There is hope. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. A lot is being done. Our Prime Minister is doing a great job. The government is working to restore the economy. It's a difficult job because of the situation we met in the Treasury when coming into government in 2025. I also hear them talking about UNC supporters hurting and UNC supporters ain't like how the party going. Who gave all the authority to talk about UNC supporters? UNC supporters tell all that they're not happy. We are happy that our government is in place and working hard to undo the nonsense that the PNM did in 10 years, which is nothing.
Mayor Dudnath also extended condolences once more to fallen councillor Vashti Sukru, who was laid to rest last week.
Women are being reminded that they have an important role to play in the fight against crime. The message comes from Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander during a radio interview broadcast live on his Facebook page this morning. He says women have the responsibility to ensure that they guide their partners in the right direction.
Do not allow your partners to take charge of your boyfriend education. You talk to them. Don't have him, don't let them take him and carry him and get him in trouble and then get scored and bacchanal. We need to change that. We need to educate our youth. We need to educate our women.
Minister Alexander explained that the initiative forms part of the government's broader crime-fighting strategy.
Talk to them for them to be able to shape and mentor the man that they're looking for, or the man that they're with, not to go down a particular road. Even if I need a weave, even if I need extra clothing, even if I need fancy shoes, and I tell him, well, listen, you don't buy nothing for me, you know. So he thinks that he needs to go out there and pull a chain from a man's neck. He thinks he needs to go and thief a car. He thinks he needs to do a home invasion.
We now take a break.
We'll be right back.
Fair and Square, conveniently located near the Endeavour Chaguanas flyover. Shop now for all back-to-school and vacation essentials. We carry the widest variety at the best prices. Discover incredible value and a shopping experience that's fast, easy, and affordable. Fair and Square, your one-stop shop for all your household needs with safe and convenient parking. Any and everything all under one roof.
Your dream home starts at Advertise Marketing Home Improvement Center. Whether you're building, renovating, or upgrading, we have everything you need. From stylish home decor, kitchenware, vanities, bed and bath essentials, outdoor furniture and mini appliances, to premium wrought iron products. Shop security steel doors, PVC and aluminum windows, zinc, RHS, stainless steel items, and custom enclosures. Visit us at Old Southern Main Road, Freeport, or our branches in Aranguez and SS Erin Road, Daybay.
When your brand deserves attention, put it where people are already watching. Join thousands of viewers who make I.A.N. News their trusted source for breaking news, in-depth report. You can now follow us for breaking news on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news. on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
We're back with the news on the I.A.N. network.
Deputy political leader of the People's National Movement, Sanjeev Boodoo, wants the United National Congress to answer where their source of funds are coming from for daily political sponsored content and advertisements. Mr. Boodoo is of the belief that as long as the PNM has to answer to the public and make transparent the party's source of funds, then so too must the UNC. Senator Boodoo made the statement while addressing the PNM General Council media briefing at Balisay House.
Every day, every 5 minutes, they're on the radio, they're on every television station, they're on social media with paid ads, they're sending you texts on your phone, they're calling you. Where is that money coming from? And are we as a country comfortable with saying, well, the PNM has to answer all of these questions after we have said time and again, we come to the public and we come to our members and say, we have a fundraiser. The chairman just spoke about our September affair, which is on the 26th. The 26th of September 2026, that is not a new event. That is an event that has been happening for decades in the PNM. We have had car raffles year after year after year. In addition to which, this is a membership organization. Every member of PNM pays a membership due annually.
Heads will roll Wednesday as the CWU turns up pressure on TSTT. In its latest statement, Communications Workers Union Secretary General Joanne Ogier defended the union's position and challenged TSTT management over its recent warning concerning possible industrial action. Ogier said TSTT workers have continued to keep the country connected for years, pointing specifically to technicians, customer service personnel, and other employees responsible for clearing faults, handling queries, and maintaining telecommunication services. The union leader also sharply criticized TSTT Vice President of Corporate Services, Roshan Babwa, questioning his role and publicly demanding answers about management's treatment of employees. Ogier questioned whether Babwa had issued similar correspondence to workers at the Water and Sewage Authority, another organization providing an essential public service. TSTT said telecommunication services are classified as essential services under Section 67 of the IRA and reminded the union that industrial action involving employees engaged in an essential service is prohibited. The company said it neither consents to nor authorizes industrial action contrary to the legislation and urged the CWU to ensure its members understand their legal and statutory obligations. A major cleanup exercise took place today in the Las Lomas community, covering Las Lomas 1, 2, and 3. Chairman of the Kuva Tabakit Talpara Regional Corporation, Ryan Rampersad, said the exercise was led by Member of Parliament for La Hokata, Philip Watts, Regional Corporation councillors, with residents turning out to support the initiative. Rampersad said a wide range of waste has been placed along the roadways for removal, including old refrigerators, stoves, beds, couches, fans, crates, and bottles. He said residents are showing enthusiasm for the cleanup and are continuing to bring out items for disposal. An 18-year-old Gasparillo student and dancer died suddenly after becoming seriously ill while spending time at home in bed in Lamond village on Thursday night. The deceased has been identified as Jeddah Bihari, 18, of Happy Hill, Gasparillo. Bihari was a student at CETAL. Police said that around 10:40 p.m. on August 14th, Bihari was at the Ben Lomond residence with her 18-year-old boyfriend when she began experiencing sudden chest pains and difficulty breathing. Her boyfriend attempted to assist her and alerted other family members who also tried to render assistance. Bihari was subsequently taken to San Fernando General Hospital in a private vehicle where she was attended to by medical personnel and later declared dead. Police officers assigned to the Gasparillo police station were subsequently notified and initiated investigations. The circumstances surrounding the young woman's death remain under investigation. A post-mortem examination has been scheduled for Monday, August 17th to help determine the cause of death. Up next in sport, track heatwaves takes the 2026 Carib Great Race on eventful day. And TKR are back in CPL action tonight in Jamaica. We'll tell you more after the break.
We'll be right back.
You can now follow us for breaking news on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us for breaking news on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube.
Fair and Square, conveniently located near the Endeavour Chaguanas flyover. Shop now for all back-to-school and vacation essentials. We carry the widest variety at the best prices. Discover incredible value and a shopping experience that's fast, easy, and affordable. Fair and Square, your one-stop shop for all your household needs with safe and convenient parking. Any and everything all under one roof.
Every weekday at 7 p.m., the news goes live on the I.A.N network. Watch us on our available providers with more coming soon. Also available on YouTube and Facebook. The news you have been waiting for is now here.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago, driven by two silent threats, diabetes and high cholesterol. But now there's a powerful ally, introducing Berberine Plus by A.D.VERTISE Nutrition, clinically proven to stabilize blood sugar and keep cholesterol levels in check. With 99.9% pure extract, you get superior absorption and real results. Available now at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Berberine Plus, your heart deserves better.
We're back with the news on the I.A.N network.
Track Heatwaves takes 2026 Great Race. Congratulations to Track Heatwave, the 2026 Great Race winner. What a year for the 80-mile class boat, which won its class last year and has been having a phenomenal season this year. The adverse weather warning that put TNT under a yellow alert wasn't as bad on land, but on sea it was a different story. Conditions proved tough for the divers and throttlemen who had to navigate choppy waters in the 90-mile journey. The 58th edition of the race from Port of Spain to Storby proved to be one of the toughest in recent memory. This morning, Track Heatwave became the first boat to get to Tobago in the 2026 Great Race, catching an edge out justified of the cruiser class into second place. On a day that just making it to Tobago was an accomplishment. Big-name contenders like I.A.N, Vortex, and the biggest name in powerboat racing, Mr. Solo, all suffered mechanical failures and had to be towed. Congratulations again to Track Heatwave, the 2026 Great Race champion. The Trinbago Night Riders are back in action tonight in the Caribbean Premier League. TKR will face off against the Jamaica Kingsmen later this evening in Kingston. TKR in action tonight against the Kingsmen. This is the Night Riders' second match after dismantling the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots by 19 runs in a rain-effective contest last Saturday in St. Vincent. The Kingsmen have lost all 3 of their previous matches and are hoping for some home field advantage. With MI London failing to make the 100 final in England, Trinbago may see Kyron Pollard and skipper Nicholas Puran in the lineup. Let's take a look at the CPL table, which sees the St. Lucia Kings on top of the standings following last night's win over Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Guyana Amazon Warriors, who beat Jamaica in their only contest, sit second on the table with a better net run rate than TNT, who are third, and Barbados Tridents, who are fourth. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, and winless Jamaica Kingsmen round off the CPL 7-team table. Ford leads Kings past Falcon. St. Lucia Kings currently hold the lead in the 7-team CPL table. They managed a 3-win wicket DLS win in a low-scoring, rain-affected game against the Antigua-Barbuda Falcon last evening in St. Lucia.
The St. Lucia Kings hosted their second Caribbean Premier League clash at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground when they faced off against the Antigua-Barbuda Falcons on Friday night. The Kings elected to field first in a contest that looked threatened by rain, but the first real threat came from Rakeem Cornwall. Fellow opener Evan Lewis was not so lucky. His miscued drive was taken by a diving catch from Joel Andrew, giving Matthew Ford his first wicket. Lewis gone for one with just 6 runs on the board. Ford removed Tim Robinson with the very next ball. The inside edge caught behind Andre's house. Ford missed out on a hat-trick, but he would have a big evening in Grosse Ile. After taking a few blows from Cornwall, Ford returned to stop him on 26. 43 for 2. St. Lucia was brilliant in the field with diving catches and runouts. They made Antigua and Barbuda work for every run. Amir Django was the second highest scorer for his team with 23. He too was undone by Matthew Ford, giving the seamer his 4th wicket. An unbeaten 16 from Alzari Joseph got the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons to 98 for 9 in the 19th over before the rains came. Due to the weather, the Kings had to make 52 runs in 8 overs, and that didn't seem possible as the Patriots seamers ripped through the St. Lucia Kings, batting line up and had them at one point at 33 for 7. Ford with his 11 was the second highest score for Antigua. It was up to tail-ender Joshua Bishop to bring it home, a maximum to get St. Lucia Kings for 54 for 7 for the 3-wicket win with 2 balls to spare. Bishop finished not out on 12. Matthew Ford was named player of the match.
We now take a short break.
We'll be right back.
Your dream home starts at ADVERTISE Marketing Home Improvement Center. Whether you're building, renovating, or upgrading, we have everything you need. From stylish home decor, kitchenware, vanities, bed and bath essentials, outdoor furniture and mini appliances, to premium wrought iron products. Shop security steel doors, PVC and aluminum windows, zinc, RHS, stainless steel items, and custom enclosures. Visit us at Old Southern Main Road, Freeport, or our branches in Aranguez and SS Erin Road, Daybay.
When your brand deserves attention, put it where people are already watching. Join thousands of viewers who make I.A.N. News their trusted source for breaking news, in-depth reporting, weather, business, sports, and the conversations shaping our nation. We're not just on your television, we're wherever you are. Watch live, stream on your favorite device, or stay connected through our social media platforms. Discover why more people are watching, sharing, and staying informed with us. Watch us now on Flow Hub TV, Channel 122, Flow AVS, Channel 123, Amplia, Channel 126, Green Dot, Channel 18, Upticks, Channel 109, and RVR Networks, Channel 13, and other stations soon. Contact our sales team today and let your business be seen where Trinidad and Tobago is watching.
We're back with the news on the I.A.N. network.
Indonesia Disaster Mitigation Agency has said at least 47 people have been killed after a magnitude 7.7 earthquake struck early on Saturday. We have more in our international roundup.
The official death toll has been rising as a search and rescue operation gets underway. The National Disaster Management Agency said several people had been injured to varying degrees. The quake struck the island of Flores shortly before 5 a.m. local time on Saturday. Preliminary reports indicated more than 150 houses had been severely damaged, as well as dozens of educational institutions and a number of healthcare facilities, places of worship, offices, and several other public facilities. The officials said aid was being sent to the affected areas. South Korea's president has proposed talks with its northern neighbor on officially ending the war between the two that is technically still active. Lee Jae-myung suggested a multi-layered security system to avoid flare-ups along the country's de facto border known as the Demilitarized Zone and offered to discuss practical ways of halting Pyongyang nuclear ambition. North Korea has continually tested ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads, which has been perceived in Seoul and nearby Japan as an attempt to intimidate and project power. The The conflict between the two countries has been effectively frozen since the armistice was signed in 1953. However, there have been clashes and tensions along the demilitarized zone in the decades since. Lee expressed hope that the two nations will sit face to face for peaceful coexistence and mutual growth, adding this could serve as a forum for discussing effective ways to halt the advancement of the North's nuclear capabilities. 11 people have been killed in Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon, authorities say, in one of the deadliest days of attacks since an agreement aimed at reducing hostilities was announced in June. Lebanon's prime minister said 7 people were killed in a strike on a house on the outskirts of Ansar in the Nabathia district, which state media reported included 3 children and 2 women. Later on Saturday, another round of strikes hit the town of Del Azarani, killing 4 and wounding 5 others, the Lebanese Ministry of Health said. Israel's military said it had struck Hezbollah terror infrastructure in response to what it described as an earlier action against its soldiers. Authorities say the strike in Ansar at around 4:30 occurred where displaced families were living. Lebanon's Prime Minister Nawaf Salam condemned the attacks, saying the 7 civilians killed were not military infrastructure.
Let's take a look at the weather. And now for the weather. For the period this evening, Trinidad and Tobago will experience conditions that's expected to become settled by evening, but with brief lingering showers in some areas. Tomorrow, initially partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times from late morning to early evening, with light to moderate showers and a medium chance for a heavy shower or thunderstorm. Seas are moderate with waves 2 meters to 2.5 meters in the windwards and 2.5 meters to 2.8 meters in the leewards. That was your I.A.N. news. I'm Amber Francis. Have a good evening.